Okay, I'm recording now. So remember that you have to click that link. So on that link, you will be in Manchester, New Hampshire. So we need just a winter day. It can be January the 2nd. And then you scroll down and you find here the temperature, the outdoor temperature, and the outdoor relative humidity. So you have to type the outdoor temperature in this column and the outdoor relative humidity in this column. Okay, so you have to type 24 different values because it's for 24 different hours. Then here, the number of people, there are two cases. So the first case is with the full occupancy. In this case, your full occupancy is 25 plus 108. So it's 130, 108 plus 25, it's 133. Okay, so it's not 130, it's 133. Okay, so now you have to work with a graphic. This table, you need to create a graphic. So you have to insert recommended charts. Well, it doesn't work. We can work with this with with this line chart. So this is the graphic. And now by having a right click, I think if we select something, yeah, okay. So let me select this table and now go to insert and recommended charts. Okay, that's fine. So you select the column first, then you go to insert and then recommended charts, and you have to select this one, either this one or that one with lines. That one is good. Okay, so here we have the outdoor temperature, and in this axis we have from 1 to 24, so those are the hours. Okay, so we click OK. So we need two things. We need the outdoor temperature and we need the energy. Okay, so we have to select this column and this column. So with this one, we have the outdoor temperature. Now we have to right click here in the middle of the plot area, right click. Then you can select data. And if you select this, you have the outdoor temperature here. You have to add. So if we add first, we have to select the series name. So we click here and the series name is energy. Then click here again, and then we have to select the values. So the values, we have to select this arrow and all this column, all the yellow column here. And there you go. We click OK, and now we have temperature and energy. The problem is that there are two different scales. We have the energy that goes from 0 to 260,000, and the temperature that goes from 6 to 28. So there are two different scales. So that's why you have to click on that, right click here, format data series, and then you have to click secondary axis. Okay, so when you do this, now we have the temperature that goes from 0 to 30 degrees. This is the temperature. And this is the energy that goes from 0 to 300,000. Okay, so we need this graphic. We need the graphic that relates outdoor temperature and energy. So this is the first case. First case is in winter. So you have to type here all the values of a winter day from 1 a.m. until midnight. You have to type the relative humidity. And you only have to do this because the indoor and outdoor temperature, it's always the same. Okay, so I will save this. This is okay. So I'm sending you another one. There you go. Okay, so this is the first option, full occupancy, winter conditions. And now there are different options. You have to do that in summer. So in summer, you have to go to a July day. So you can say the 2nd of July. Okay, so on the 2nd of July, you have to do the same. You have to type the temperatures that are above 80, over 80 Fahrenheit. And this is the relative humidity. Okay, so you have to type those temperatures here, the outdoor and the indoor temperatures. And with this number of people, the graphic will change immediately. So this is what you have to do now. So you have to do that in winter and you have to do that in summer. And then you have to prepare a report like this. Okay, so in this report, here you have 25 people, 108 people, and then you have to copy this table. For winter, this table for summer, and then you have to copy the graphic. So if you click here, copy, and paste it. Okay, so that will be the graphic for winter. So this is the table in winter, the graphic in winter, and then you need to copy the graphic for summer, or the table for summer, and another graphic for summer. You get my point?
Yep.
Okay, I'll send you the link to the tutorial, but it's quite easy. So you only have to do this. You only have to type here the number of people. So the total is 133. And then you have to do this, but you have to type here. I have worked only with a couple of values. Then you have to copy the rest of the values here. And then you have to copy the table, the graphic for winter, and then you have to change everything. You have to type here the values of temperature and relative humidity in summer, and then the graphic will change in summer as well. Okay. So do you have Revit now? So it's, did you receive my email?
Yeah, so it just, yeah, I just got it.
Okay, so try to open that file in Revit. Download it on the computer, and then try to open Revit now.
All right. I just opened it up.
Okay, so do you have this file or what?
Yep.
So you have the file.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Yep.
So first, if you have never used Revit, if you press Shift and right click of the mouse, you should be able to rotate the model. Can you do this? Shift and right click.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And now, I don't know in your screen, I have the properties windows and the project browser. So do you have these two elements, or probably they are both in the same column? Above you will have the properties, and down there will be the project browser, or the other way around. But you have these two things, the project browser and the properties.
Yep.
Okay, so on the project
I
browser,
got both.
you will have plan views. So in plan views, you will have different levels. If you open an elevation, the east elevation, for example, you see that there are 3 levels, 0, 15, and 30. Okay, and on the plan views, you have 0, 15, and 30. Okay, so we have different levels here. So on level 0, I have inserted the diffusers. Okay, so if you click here, and if you go to the properties, this is the supply air. Okay, so this is a supply diffuser. And if you click here, this is a return diffuser. Okay, so now we have to connect all the supply diffusers and all the return diffusers. So the diffusers here on the left are supply, and diffusers here on the right are return diffusers. Okay, so we have 2 floors. As you can see on the east elevation, we have level 0 and level 15. So these diffusers are placed on level 0, and these diffusers are placed on level 15. Okay, so now we have to connect this with ducts. So let's open level 0. So on level 0, we have, we click here, this is supply, we click here, and this is return. Okay, so now we have to connect all the supply diffusers. So if you open systems, and if you open ducts here, then you can place a round duct here. Okay, but now we have to work with the elevation, because this duct, by default, the elevation is 8, but we have to look at the east elevation. Okay, so this duct has to be above the diffuser's level. So we can change the elevation. It's 8.6. Let's type 10. Yeah, with 10 works. Okay, so this is the duct, and those are the diffusers. And now with the 3D, we have to connect this diffuser to this duct. So we select here. You see that there is a dot. So this is where the duct will start. But to draw a duct, you have to right click here. Right click, draw duct. And then you just have to go to the duct, and this has to be highlighted, this point here. So you click, and it doesn't work. Why? It can be because because this is too close to this. So let me do it now. Extract. Okay. So let's do it again. We have to use flex ducts. Okay, so you have to draw flex duct, and with flex ducts, it will work. Okay. Now, if you click the second diffuser and you draw another flex duct, yeah, the problem is that probably we have to do this from level 0. We have to do range. Okay. So if you work from the top view and you click this, now it doesn't work. Okay, now it works. Draw flex duct. There you go. Okay, I'm going to do it again. So click on level 0, and on level 0, this is the diffuser, and this is the duct. So we can right click here and draw a duct. Make sure that this center line is highlighted, and then you click here, and it doesn't work. Draw flex duct. Okay, so remember that you have to do this with flex ducts. But now on the 3D, you see how it doesn't work because we need to rotate this T towards the diffuser. So on the 3D, we can delete this. And then if we select the T, here you see that there's a rotate. So we rotate this 1, 2, 3 times. So now the T is facing this diffuser. So if you draw the flex duct, now it works. So try. I'm going to save this, and I want you to try to do it now. So try to go back to level 0. From this element, you have to draw flex duct up to this point. Then the 3D again. This is not working, but we can select this. We can select that. And then we have to rotate this T because this element has to face the diffuser. So we have to rotate, rotate, and rotate. And now it's facing. So now we do it again. Flex duct here. Okay, so once you have this, you can open the south elevation, and you can copy everything. Okay, so if you select all these, you copy this from this level to that level. And now you have 2 elements. And then you have to do the same with the return diffusers. So try to work on your own and try to create what I have done here. So these 2 supply pipes, and that now on this side, you need to return pipes. Okay, so try to do it on your own. You won't learn if you don't try. So I'm going to undo this. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and I'm going to send it to you, this file. So try to do it on your own now. So try to try to connect this diffuser to this duct. Then a T will show up, and then you have to rotate the T, face the T to the diffuser, and then connect it again with a flex duct.